Oh, listener, today we have a catch-up episode with me and Bree because the most fucking hilarious thing happened to me when me and Bree were on the road together, and she doesn't even know the end of what happened yet, so I fill her in on one of the best sex stories I think we have ever on the podcast. At least for me, it was a great story. Patreon.com/WHGS to support this podcast. It pays Bree, it pays Maddie, it pays Kylie, all our co-hosts, Alex, everybody involved. That's how we can pay people reliably because we know what's coming in. So give us $1. And if you give more than $1, you can tune into my streams and the bonus episodes. I read today in the comments that the bonus episodes are better than the regular episodes because we're all loosey-goosey. We're warmed up, so go check that out. And I am doing my tour: Des Moines, Iowa, Spokane, Washington, Appleton, Wisconsin. Check it out, ashleygavin.com. Listener, this episode is brought to you by Quince. They're a new brand for me, but I absolutely love them because Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. I absolutely love that. So if you're looking for something new for the summer to wear or maybe on a vacation, check out Quince. I know when I'm looking to look good and feel good about a company's practices, that's when I go to Quince to buy something nice for like next dinner date with Jen. Pack your bags with high-quality essentials from Quince. Go to quince.com/gay for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/gay to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/gay. Oh, listener, you know by now, this episode is brought to you by Helix, the best mattress that I've ever slept on. Sleep has been hard for me, but not since I got my Helix mattress. Because I deal with chronic pain and all kinds of issues. I got the perfect mattress for me by going to helixsleep.com/gaysex, doing their 2-minute mattress quiz, and it came back with something for my chronic pain, my back pain. Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex. That's helixsleep.com/gaysex. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. The mom stops me and goes, "My daughter is your biggest fan." She was wing momming. Someone behind them gifts them their meet and greet bracelet so that they can stay for the meet and greet. The whole staff knows I'm trying to fuck this girl.
If Ash was trying to figure out like why they kept being like stressed and kind of like running back and forth, it's because like
live reaction.
Know that part.
I'm mortified. Oh my God, I'm mortified. This is the messiest thing I've ever participated in. Okay, so thank fucking God you were available, Bree.
Okay.
Because Maddie, like 10 minutes ago, texted me from a number I don't even... From like an email.
Yeah.
The most ridiculous like email that they probably made up like 8 years ago.
Okay.
A voice memo being like, my phone is broken and I don't know how I'm going to do my spots tonight. Like I have to go and get my phone fixed. Hopefully it'll be done by 4:30. I was like, have you ever walked into the Apple store?
Like good luck.
Yeah, good.
Not
yeah,
happening.
good. Not happening. And so, thankfully, I already moved everything around because I'm a little under the weather.
Yes.
So I thought, let's just keep it virtual, low key, chill. Just Bree, Maddie, me.
Yep.
Maddie Bales. You're available.
How perfect is that? So it's just me and you, babe. I love it.
It's just us, and hopefully, we will record it in 55 minutes.
Okay, I fucking love that. Also, I'm sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not doxing myself behind me because, okay, I had PR stuff behind me. I was like, that would just be my luck that it just says my
just some
address.
PR stuff behind you.
You know, I'm just kind of like famous and I just get, you know, my PR packages delivered.
So,
yeah.
I'm not going to say where we were, Bree, because for the story, I want to keep the identities anonymous.
Oh, yeah. No one will be able to figure it out.
No one will figure this out. It's all about plausible deniability. Because, Bree, you have opened for me in 6, 7 Canadian cities, is it now?
At least. Yeah.
So, but we had a really fun weekend this last weekend.
We had so much fun. It was great.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
You fucking killed it. I was so impressed.
Thank you.
I mean, you did 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like tight 15 minutes.
Thank you.
You wrote
it was so fun. It was really, really fun.
What was your favorite part about it? Yeah, Alex is clapping.
My favorite part about it is that, as we do in all of the Canadian cities that we've
every
toured
single
to,
one that we go to.
Yeah, we had multiple shows over the weekend. So for someone like me who's newer, being able to have that repetition of doing a set back to back to back over and over.
How did it feel? Yeah, with the different audiences and stuff.
It was really great, and also really cool to see the difference of, you know, having the same venue, same jokes, but different audience, and how it lands and doesn't land, and, you know, what works and doesn't.
That first crowd was bullshit. And if you were in that crowd and you know what we're talking about, I apologize. What the fuck was going on with that crowd, dude?
It was wild, and it was just really fun. I don't know. It was really cute. I liked actually.
You won't say a negative word. I'm up here like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? And Bree's like, I'm just happy to be there. I don't want to offend anybody. I've been on the internet longer than Ashley. I understand how this works.
That pancake was good that we had.
Oh yeah, we got brunch.
Is that what they throw at you on stage instead of tomatoes in Canada?
They do. They serve
maple
you
syrup.
a pancake. They're just really nice. They're like, oh, this isn't for you. Maybe go get some lunch and maybe come back after you're less hangry.
No, yeah, it was really fun. And I learned about Ash that she is the type of person that goes to a restaurant and orders approximately 17 dishes from the restaurant, which I respect and love. So if you want to go for like a good lunch or brunch with someone, you're the person to go with because you know how to order.
Because I'm only in a city for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I go to the best brunch place, and B, get the best thing on the menu. And it's not always clear what that is. And
True.
Bree, I discovered that you're truly my soulmate when we both walked into that one restaurant and immediately were like, this isn't it, and walked out.
Like, fuck that.
Like 6 or 7 people recommended this restaurant, which we will not be naming. And we were like, what the fuck is this fucking
There was just a
bullshit?
large horse like
There was
blocking
a large
the view.
horse.
And then a weird buffet, and then everyone in there looked miserable. And
They
we
were
like,
looking at us like, get the fuck out of here. A restaurant vibe is so important to me, and it's so important that people agree with me. Like Jen and I, we want the same thing out of a restaurant. So it was cool to see that you fit. We should double date.
We should, honestly. And I honestly, to me, the ordering is the biggest thing, because I can't stand when you go to a restaurant with someone and they're like, I'm good. And you're like, you're good? What do you mean you're good? And then I have to sit there and order like 7 dishes by myself.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
They're
no.
getting like one side salad. Fuck off.
No, fuck off. Like, we're going in, or why are we even here? So I respect that.
Well, you absolutely killed it, and thanks for being available so last minute when things are falling apart for me.
Oh my God. It was like so
slash
fun.
Maddie. Maddie, if you're listening, which you're not, I hope it works out for your phone, and I'm so sorry.
I don't understand. Like, what do they mean they need their phone for sets?
Because, like, I think it was just so Gen Z. It was like, I need, like, the maps. I think they were, like, scared. Maddie has OCD.
My phone broke, and I've been standing in the same place for the last 7 hours
without a phone to tell me what to do. No, it was, Maddie gets nervous because they have, like, for real, pretty significant OCD. So if they need their phone to feel good about where they're going, and, we tape everything, as you know, we tape everything. So I think they just, they prioritize their sets, which is what they should be doing. So I totally understand.
Oh my God.
But you fucking killed it. And the tetherball joke, fantastic.
That
what a tag.
So fun. Thank you.
Anyway, do you have a sex story?
Not really, dude. I was excited for this because I texted you after the weekend, and I was like,
what weekend? Alex, bleep that.
I texted you after our weekend at a mystery Canadian city.
Yeah, non-disclosed mystery city.
And okay, so
I had no idea there were so many lesbians in Saskatchewan. That's crazy.
They were all there, first of all. Like, I talked to so many folks after the show and was like, so where do all the lesbians go? Like, where are the spots? And every single person was like, this is the most lesbians I've ever seen in a room. In Halifax.
Well, good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
in Nova Scotia.
but no, I feel like our whole weekend.
Prince Edward Island is lovely.
It's so nice, especially this time of year. It's so great to be there. I feel like the whole time we were so like wholesome and like neutral, and then like we went to like, you know, did our little shows and then went to bed or whatever, and then all of a sudden the last night, like everything that I want to gossip about and hear from you about happened, but then we were like on flights and out of here.
Just to lay this out for everybody, approximately 8 months ago, I met someone super cool and I hooked up with them. And I hooked up with them for a second time in June.
Yeah.
Then, you know, it's just me and Jen. And honestly, I was kind of going through a hard time. I wasn't super horny or desirable, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. Okay.
And then in late September, or early October-ish, Alex, what are you looking at right now? Your eyes are transfixed.
Of a third story, I'd read a "You're having gay sex" story.
Oh, okay, great idea. If we need it for time, thank you, Alex. That's really smart.
And
just always producing. Alex is the. I don't say this enough.
Always
Alex
producing.
Is the fucking man.
Yeah.
If you tell Alex to get something done, he gets it done on time, and he has a 100% success rate. Alex is actually so on top of things. I find it kind of bothersome.
Yeah, it's like it's too much. Like, settle down, Alex.
Yeah,
it's like getting obnoxious.
Yeah, when I'm dropping the ball, he goes, "Excuse me, you are dropping the ball," and I go, "Alex, fuck off."
He's already picked it up. Like, it's falling, and
ball.
he catches it before it hits the ground.
You are so good at this, and patreon.com/WHGS to increase his salary. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Anyway, I hook up with this girl I'd once hooked up with before, but really no one knew.
And all I will say is the last interaction that I got with Ash while we were in the Mystery City was as I was walking off from my opening set. Ash was walking onto her set. Like, this is on the stage.
On stage. Okay? I have it on tape.
I'm like, welcome to the stage, Ashley Gavin. And Ashley walks out from behind the curtains, looks at me and says, "You will not believe what just happened." And I exit the stage, and that is what I am left with. And I was like, what the fuck?
So let us start from the beginning for perhaps the most epic WHGS story of all time.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm going big with this one because it was so good. And if I botch this story, I am so sorry. So basically, I get on stage for one of the performances.
Yeah.
I notice quite a cute young lady in the front row.
Bad start. Young lady?
You want me to call her an old hag? What do you want me to fucking say?
I think it was a fine start, Ashley. You're
a young lady.
A fine maiden. A fine maiden.
Yeah, exactly. What you want? Do you want to be ma'am or miss?
A maiden most fair.
I notice a like beautiful woman would be.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
Okay, go on. Young lady, a young lady is in the front.
Baddie was in the front.
Yeah, I'm just saying, considering what comes next in the story, young lady.
Oh yeah, that is probably a bad start. Okay, a fully grown woman.
And we emphasize this, listener.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's be clear. These shows, I think, are what's the rule in Canada? 19 plus.
Yeah, 19 plus.
Okay. So no one who can't be there can be there. But
she didn't need the chaperone she was with, is what we should say.
Yes. And there is a chaperone coming, so no pun intended. Yeah. But I'm like, oh, cute girl. Sometimes I notice there's a cute girl in the audience. Sometimes I don't. I usually don't point it out. I usually don't even think about it at the end of shows. But, someone catches your eye. That's kind of cool. It's nice while you're 100%. On stage. And, she's right in the front row. And then as I'm getting off, I'm literally saying goodbye to everybody at the end of my set. And this girl is with her mom.
This is why young lady.
That's why young lady was a poor choice of words. She needed a legal guardian to get in there. Like, her mom signed a waiver. She needed a parent signature in order to get in. By the way, mom is cute too.
Oh my God.
Just putting that out there. Mom is pretty fucking cute.
Yeah.
Okay. So the mom stops me and goes, my daughter is your biggest fan. Yeah. And she texts you all the time. And I was like, oh, she must mean DM. And I said to the daughter, I said, oh, have I DM'd you back? She goes, no. And I was like, well, then what the fuck is wrong with me?
And I have to say, at this point, I am standing behind the merch booth listening to this go down. And it was a show. It was something.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
Well, at first, like, not knowing anything, I was like, this is quite literally the weirdest interaction I've ever witnessed.
And honestly, not the weirdest interaction of the weekend either, because there were some seriously fucked up interactions.
There were. But there was something about the mom, like, riding so hard for you responding to the DMs.
She was riding really hard, wasn't she?
That I was like, this is I've never seen like a mom like really I think the mom is in love with you. Like, the mom's planning your wedding.
Right. Didn't you get the vibe that the mom wanted me to fuck her? Because I said that out loud. Yes. I said, do you want me to fuck your daughter? Like,
yes,
you know?
That was the vibe, which was why it was like, I was like, is this happen? Like, am I really witnessing? It was a super sexually charged vibe from the mom. Yes, it was. It was really a wing mom.
She was wing momming.
Yeah. And that was the first time I've ever witnessed a wing mom. So it was something to take in.
A true mother hen wing momming. And, yeah, I mean, obviously I was super flattered.
Yes.
And then at that moment, because I think everyone can feel how sexually charged the room is, and I'm trying not to sweat because this is actually, when that happens to you, it's actually really embarrassing. Not embarrassing, but like, no matter who it is, whether or not you're interested, God, it could have been a man. That makes me sweat and blush. Like, that is like...
Of course,
not something not that I didn't want it, but it's not something I'm looking for. You know, I'm not up there to do that. I'm just up there to do my job. And then that happens, and then I'm sweating and I'm turning red, and you know, it's super flattering. And then everyone in the room is probably seeing me, hearing this, you know, and someone behind them gifts them their meet and greet bracelet so that they can stay for the meet and greet.
Yes. This is some unprecedented levels of wingmanning.
Yeah, yes, Alex, you're so right. The whole fucking room is rooting for this girl, this fully grown woman and her mother to have sex with me. Sorry, not the mother, but you understand.
No, it was just, what is that, $100 wingman? That's insane.
Yeah.
$100 wingman.
There was a lot of butterflies that had to flap their wings around that comedy club in order for this to happen, and everyone banded together.
Yeah, it's true. It was a true effort from the community.
Yeah, it was.
So, by the way, we are killing it with the riffs to stretch this out as long as humanly possible if Bree doesn't have a story. So anyway, I think she's super cute. I know she's coming to the meet and greet. I am feeling good. Yeah. Okay. We get to the meet and greet. We're doing the whole thing, yada, yada. I want to flirt with this girl, but I can't do it in front of her mother. So very fortunately, the mother gets up to go to the bathroom, and I go over to the girl and I say very quickly, hey, do you want to stay for the next show?
Hey, little lady, would you like some candy?
Hey, little girl, I have my white van out back. Climb in.
But also, why can't you flirt with her in front of the mother? Didn't the mother openly offer her up to you?
I know, Alex, but I have some self-respect and boundaries, okay? Because the girl was freaking out. She was like burying her head in her hands, I gotta say.
Yeah.
It's like, Mom, stop pimping me out.
That was kind of the vibe.
You always do this.
Oh my God.
But so she says yes. And I'm like, great, good sign. I don't have a lot of time to, like, you know, kind of get a sense of what's happening. But I was like, great sign. So I invite her. Then we get in the meet and greet, and she makes a comment. You know, I do some questions, I do some comments. She makes a comment. She's like, you know, I really like that your show is for everyone, for straight people. Like, I'm straight. Yeah. Yada, yada, yada. And that is when my heart sank into my fucking ass.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what? Like, because Bree, you know what I'm thinking. And now I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
You know what? The funny thing is about this, I need to just let all the listeners know that
you're still at the merch table.
I don't think everyone quite understands that, like, Ash and I were together in this Mystery City, but during all of this, we both could not interact because I was at the merch table, Ash was doing her thing, and then as the story continues and we're doing the second show,
you're just hearing like me scream things like, you're straight.
Yeah, just getting bits and pieces. And then I'm so curious, like, what you heard versus what I heard, because when you were on stage, like after
did anyone come and talk to you about that?
Yes. So when I leave from my opening set and you come to me onto the stage and go, you won't believe what just happened, as I'm leaving the stage, I'm like, what the hell? So I'm sitting backstage and I'm watching your set, and someone came into the back room and gave me some details. So I'm very interested to see what lines up.
Well, you jump in when you think you want to jump in with those details contemporaneously to try and figure out.
There's juicy details.
Oh my God, I can't wait to hear. Okay. So
and I'll be like any internet commenter and assume insane things.
Yes. Let's, Alex, I think the assumption you should make right now is that the girl was 14, fully not allowed to be there, and only there because her mother signed the permission slip.
Yeah. Easy.
I can't.
I don't have any fucks left to give, Bree, okay? If people can't take that as a joke, they are not meant to be here.
Then
yeah, she doesn't have any fucks left to give. She's giving them all to 14-year-olds.
That's right. That's right,
they're
Bottom
accompanied
Nation.
by their mother, which does make a difference.
It does. It does.
Yeah,
it makes it not. It doesn't make it more legal. It just makes it more weird. Anyway, it actually makes it more illegal, is what it does.
Yeah. There's layers now. There's layers of people going to jail now.
There's multiple crimes to convict.
There's now officially a ring in the
wall. And I did vote for Hillary Clinton. All right, so
oh my God.
So anyway, I'm like, I gotta be honest, and you can probably assume this about me, Bree. I'm not totally put off by the straight thing. The straight thing is a detail that I can deal with. Like that.
I picked up on that. If anything, I think it makes you more interested, if I'm being honest. That's the vibe I get. It
has been a minute since I've done that.
Yeah.
Because people are out now. It's very hard. I'm older.
Can we put some people back in the closets? Like, how is Ash supposed to get off if she can't pull people out of the closet as they get off? Like, I don't understand.
Okay, wait. Can I speak to this? Because people make fun of me for being that type of lesbian. But the reality is, I'm older. I'm 36. When I was young, we were all dating women for the first time. You know, it was high school. It was college.
Right.
And then, yes, one in my 20s. Yeah. But then by the time I got out of that relationship and I was in my 30s, people had started coming out more. And so most people were like, I'm bisexual, you know, like they were more comfortable. So it's been a minute.
Yeah. And that's pissing you off.
It's making me so angry.
Everyone's too loud and proud these days. It's too much.
Where I want some freaking hot, you know, I want something hot and like an affair, like something I'm not allowed to have, the forbidden fruit. Oh, you know?
That's a little foreplay.
It's not really, I'm not actually like that. It's not a thing for me. But like now that I'm in a relationship and I'm older, like maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't done this in a while. So since May. Since that girl is gay. No, let's be real. That girl was bi along with almost everyone else in my list. So
yes,
I'm like, okay, this isn't that big a deal. She's staying for the next show. I can figure this out. But I'm a little worried because she keeps like, I invited her into the green room. I'm going to tell you that detail in a second, but she keeps like leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back. And I keep thinking she's gone because, you know, she's straight. Now I'm like, oh, she's going to be nervous, you know? So I'm like, why does she keep leaving? Why does she keep coming back? And she's gone for long periods of time. And I'm obviously not talking to her. I'm getting ready for my next set.
Yeah. And Ash has got security to line the parking lot. You know, they're out there with their dogs and their flashlights trying to find her.
We did find a scarf for the scent. God, I love you, Brie. I love you so much. So, you know, but as she keeps leaving and coming back, even during the meet and greet, there was this girl who came in at the end of the meet and greet and was like giving me the eye. Different girl.
Right.
This girl, totally queer. Like,
and not with her mom.
Not with her mom, which was a minus.
Dang it.
How am I supposed to know she has permission to be there?
Exactly. You don't have all the puzzle pieces. You're confused.
Listener, let me tell you a little bit about Quince, a new brand that I found and absolutely love to be working with them, okay? Let's say you want something new. You want to look good. Maybe you're going on vacation with your bae. Maybe you're gearing up for some summer travel. You want to get some new, nice clothes, but you don't want it to be expensive and you want it to be good quality because these days fast fashion is crazy, right? That's why I love Quince. The best part, all Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands, and you're getting premium materials like linen and silk. They even have premium luggage options and so much more. And my favorite part, by partnering directly with the top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to us. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. I love that. I love looking good, but I also love knowing that I did it in a sustainable way. That just always makes me feel good. And it's nice when the stuff actually lasts a really long time. And I know that with Quince, I've got reliability and sustainability. Pack your bags with high-quality essentials from Quince. Go to quince.com/gay for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/gay to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/gay. No, this girl is like beautiful. Both of these women are beautiful women, and I'm very lucky that this is happening. Do I wish it was on separate Canadian weekends? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But this girl approached me second, which I think is an important detail in case she ever listens to this.
She will. I promise you she will.
Will she? I'm so nervous about this.
She had meet and greet for your show. She's listening.
We got to look her up at the end. Okay. So this girl's giving me the eye. She won't stop giving me the eye, but she didn't give me her number or anything. So I looked at her, and at this point, daughter, who I'm going to refer to as daughter, he's not in the room. What's that?
Wait, is this in the meet and greet line you're getting the eye?
Yeah, I'm getting the eye.
Okay. Because I would think theoretically everyone's looking at you, the performer.
Yes, Alex. And it's very...
How do you discern the eye?
Ash is like, it was so weird during my comedy show. All these hot girls, they were looking up onto the stage at me. So, you know, what are you
Alex,
supposed to think?
How do you not know what the eye is, bro?
I don't know. I'm not getting the eye.
She's lingering. She takes her photo and she's lingering.
Okay. I'm just asking. It's not a gotcha. I'm genuinely just curious.
Yeah. Now
what
I'm
are
like,
the signs?
I'm freaking out because this girl has said she's straight. She's going in and out of the showroom. And I'm like, this might not happen. And
the dogs are losing her scent.
The dogs are losing her. It's like the FBI. You have a 48-hour window, and if she's gone for the rest of time. But honestly, that's so true about dating. If you don't fucking get in there, dude, if you do not make your move, it is not going to happen. You got to make your move.
Right.
So, and I have limited time. So I'm looking at this girl giving me the eye, and I mime to her. I do like a little gesture like on my phone, like DM me. So then she interprets that as give me your number. So she gives me her number. I wish that she had read my lips saying DM me, because that would have been the preferable scenario of, you know, it would have given her, she could have gone home. That's what I was trying to get. I was trying to be like, get out of here, DM me. That was like what I was trying to.
How was she supposed to gather
She's not
that?
supposed to gather that, Bree. I'm just in an impossible situation.
I was trying to communicate that you should give me your contact information, but also leave the premises while I hunt down this other woman and her mother. And then if that doesn't happen, then I will reach out.
I said DM me. I lipped to her. It's DM me.
Right. Can I also say, after this episode, the meet and greet ticket sales are going to skyrocket.
Or I'm never going to perform again. So now I've got this girl's number, and I'm dealing with disappearing straight. Okay?
Right.
So in the time between...
So we have active and available queer, and we have disappearing straight accompanied by mother. It's the current dilemma for Ash.
Yeah. And they are both incredibly attractive. I have had more of an opportunity to chat with disappearing straight, and I feel there's some chemistry there.
Okay.
Which I don't necessarily know about active and available queer. And chemistry is very important. Some would say availability and willingness is also important, but I think chemistry
is really up there.
Chemistry's up there.
Yeah.
Hard to say. Availability, willingness, chemistry. But so I invite this straight woman back to the green room to talk to her.
Yes.
Because now I'm like, what's happening here? And I like to be very straightforward when I'm in this situation, because A, there's limited time. I'm about to go on stage. Yeah. And B, it's weird. It's weird. I rarely do this, but when I do it, it is something that you have to like feel out and make sure that there's not something parasocial in this, or like strange, or like a power dynamic. So we talked in the green room a little bit, and I was just like, this person is just very smart and has a head on her shoulders and was like super cool. Yeah. And I said to her, I was like, listen, I know you're straight, but I'm really attracted to you, and I would love to hang out with you after the show, but I want you to know that that's like, my intention is for it to be like a romantic hangout. Is that something you're interested in doing? Yeah. And she was like, yeah, I think you're really attractive. And I was like, this is sick. This is great. I'm in.
I think this is about the time I walked into the green room and said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Am I interrupting something?
Just pulling. Just major pulling.
Yeah.
Did you already have some juicy gossip at that point, or was it afterwards? Because afterwards is when it got really crazy for me. Okay.
It was after. Yeah.
So now this woman is disappearing for even longer periods of time, and I don't even know if she's going to show up at the show.
And we're about to start our second show for the timeline.
We are about to start the show.
Yes.
And now, in my mind, she's gone. Her stuff is not even on the table that we put her at. Her stuff was there, and now her stuff is gone. Right. And there's a little bit of a break between shows. You know, there's like maybe a 20-minute, 30-minute break. Yeah. So you can imagine she's been gone a while, and I actually DM'd her. Because at the beginning of the show, when I went out on stage to introduce you, Bree, I didn't see her. And there was no stuff there.
Right. Okay.
So I DM'd her, hey, I noticed that you left. I just wanted to say it was great to meet you. Thank you for coming to the show.
Right.
No, you know what I mean? Like, no ill will, nothing weird. Like, cool. See you later. Kind of goodbye. And I thought, this is great. Now we have active and available queer.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want anyone coming for me like they wouldn't do exactly what I was doing. You pieces of shit.
No, everyone's been in this situation. Everyone's been in this situation.
Have they, Bree? When it rains, it pours. It's true.
It is. I do think that there's something to be said for that. Like, I do think that there's something about when one person is kind of like actively seeking you out, and maybe active queer saw you kind of flirting with the first person and realized, oh, that's actually a possibility. Like, I didn't read the fine print of the meet and greet ticket. I didn't know that that was a possibility. And now that I've seen this mother introduce her daughter, I know that as an active queer, I might have a chance.
So
that's what I think happened.
So I text active queer. But I leave it loose because I'm not sure exactly what's happening.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, I have a flight. And this is true. And this is even true for the other person. I have a flight early in the morning.
Right.
You know, like, I don't know how I'm going to feel after the second show. I don't know if I'm going to keep it low key. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's basically what I say. And we go back and forth a little bit. And then I'm like, I really need to be sure that that straight accompanied by mother is gone. So as you're on stage, Bree.
Yeah, I'm opening for Ash on the second show. This is while this is going down. Okay.
Yeah, I've been on stage once. I bring up Bree.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the bar just making sure. What's that?
You're on the hunt.
Yeah, just
Ashley enters the hunt.
That's a weird way to put it. Okay. Now I am in the fucking bar looking for this girl and her mother.
I got 15 minutes. I got to type 15 to find this girl. 15.
Yeah, I'm listening to Bree's set. I'm like, okay, she's 8 minutes in.
Yeah, at this point, you've heard it 5 times. You're like, fuck, I have 2 jokes left to find this girl. Running around.
It's also, of course, it's the last day before I have the earliest I have a flight at an ungodly hour out of Canada. You know, like, of course.
I just see Ash like panic sprinting at the back of the venue as I'm doing my set. With her phone flashlight on at tables, trying to find. Has anyone seen the young lady and her mother?
So I'm looking around the bar, and then I see a bunch of queers who are at the show, who are at the meet and greet, who are hanging out. And I made a mistake, and I said, I started talking. I was like, man, I just wish she had told me she was leaving.
Right.
I was so excited to meet her. I thought she was really cute and interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this out loud. And then I turn my head.
Yeah.
And who do I see in the corner of the room but active queer?
Oh.
Active queer.
He said, you.
So thankfully, she did not hear me saying that. Do I know what a douchebag I sound like? Yes, I do.
Okay.
Did I go in the order of the opportunities presented to me? Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Did I try to make it fair for all people involved? Absolutely. Do I feel good about what happened? Yeah, I do, actually. It was really fun, and I felt very desired.
The fact that you spoke all your thoughts about out loud, it's amazing that there was ever a point where you had government clearance.
It is
You're
so
just sharing secrets like that.
Oh my God. Wow.
I'm blown away.
It is incredible.
Anyway, so she was hanging around, and I just went up to her and I was like, oh, you're still here? Like, it's going to be a late night for me. Just FYI, if you want to go home and text after, like, that's totally fine, you know?
She went up and she said, oh, you're still here. Perfect. Because I'm going to try and find this other young lady for about 15 minutes. If that doesn't pan out, I'm going to swing back around. So if you could also not go on the run, that would be ideal.
Well, I'm in a weird situation because the first girl was supposed to be text after the show and she waited. And this other girl I brought back to the grid. I'm in a weird situation. I'm sweating even telling this story. I just was like, I don't want to be mean to anybody. I don't want to waste anybody's time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's so rude. That's so rude.
Right.
Anyway, and then the girls in the bar, while I was chatting to them, apparently the girl I'm talking to, the straight one, is like, she's freaking out because she's never been with a woman and apparently is talking to other women in the women's bathroom being like, I haven't shaved. Do you think she's going to expect that? I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Also, I've got to say, nothing gives straight to me more than someone being concerned about the fact that they haven't shaved. Like,
I know, it was so cute.
We left that in straightdom. Like,
yeah, I was like, why do you care?
The hotel had like a vending machine with like different objects like deodorant and razors and stuff. And I said to Ash she should send her a razor from the vending machine.
So now the full wait staff is aware of what's going on because the whole of security knows that this girl is allowed in the green room.
Yes.
So I'm like, I say to the wait staff, I go, hey, have you seen Distant and Missing Straight?
Or maybe her mother.
Also, yeah, this girl is making friends with the entire venue because my server goes, oh yeah, we were smoking out back earlier.
Oh yeah, like this person became this person's best friend.
That's so attractive to me when people make friends quickly. That Jen does this all the time. When someone makes friends with everybody around them, I love that. That's so attractive.
Yeah.
So this girl is just like such a winner in my book, and I'm like, where the fuck is she? And you know, because you know what I'm nervous about, Bree.
What?
Like we're making jokes about it, but sincerely, I don't want her to feel weird. Like
who? Which one?
Both of them. But Distant Straight.
Right.
Missing Straight.
Yeah,
because it's her first time.
Yes.
I want her to be totally comfortable. I don't want her to be like, you know, I don't want it to be weird.
Okay.
So, what? What?
Do you know? I don't know if you know this or not. You can you can cut it if this is something you don't want to include. So, are we at the point of the story where you go back on stage yet?
Yeah, but I have found out that she's still in the building.
Okay,
that's what I've
still
found
in
out.
the building, and
the
then
staff told me. The server was like my best girlfriend. She was like, "Girl, I will find her." And the the security, whose male was like, "Bro, you're gonna get it, bro." It was so funny. It was so funny.
Okay, so you are now on stage for your set. Is that where we're at?
That's where we're at, and that's when I say to you, and I know she's in the building, but I've just found out, and I've also like texted this other girl. So now I'm in a real pickle. And I walk on stage and I say, you have no idea what I've been through.
So then I go backstage and I'm sitting in the green room and some of the wait staff comes back to discuss with me. They're like, hey, I just want to let you know, can you pass on the information to Ash that I have Straight with Mother seated. They are on location.
Mother's gone, by the way. Mother has left.
Okay, so it's just a Straight at this table, like they you know, whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's great. And they go, and you can cut this if this is not something you'd want to include, obviously.
Wow, I'm so curious.
You must know this. But I was like, oh my God. They come back and they go, yeah, like if Ash was trying to figure out like why they kept being like stressed and kind of like running back and forth and like figuring it out, whatever, it's because like they had to contact their boyfriend.
Oh, live reaction.
Do you not know that part?
I didn't know she was like.
And I'm going to tell you what they said. And then again, you can do with this as you will. They said,
oh God,
that They finally got to the point with their boyfriend because they're not open with their boyfriend. Okay, they're in a monogamous relationship. And they got to the point with their boyfriend that they said, okay, fine, I'll just hang out with her, but we won't do anything sexual. And the boyfriend said, okay, I'm fine with that so long as you don't hook up. And that is the last I heard. That was what was the decision. The decision was made. So then they were, okay to stay, to hang out with you after the show and flirt and whatever, but nothing was supposed to happen. And the person who was telling me this said, is that going to turn Ash off? And I said, in fact, it might turn her on. So I think we're good. I think we're totally fine. So
the whole staff knows I'm trying to fuck this girl.
No, every staff member at this venue. Every staff member.
I don't think the assassination or takedown of Osama bin Laden had this much coordination.
No, literally every staff member was on deck. Like it was
mortified. Oh my God, I'm mortified. Listener, can I just let you know this is the messiest thing I've ever participated in. I just want you to know, like, this is it. It doesn't get messy. This is the messiest thing I've ever participated. Yeah. Okay, wait. The light is bad. Can I go get can we do like a little ad break? We can insert like a please stand by, like.
Please stand by.
Listener, the only thing better than a raunchy night as gay sex is getting to fall asleep on the perfect mattress afterwards. That's why I love my Helix mattress. It's the best sleep I've ever gotten. Part of the reason it's such good sleep is like a lover, a good, tender lover. They personalize the experience for me. I went to helixsleep.com/gaysex. I took their 2-minute mattress quiz, and I got the perfect mattress for my body, my issues like my lower back pain, and I sleep like a baby. And I know a mattress is a big purchase, so don't fret. You get 100 nights to try it. And if you don't like it, they also have a 10 to 15-year warranty if something goes wrong. But you will love it, and nothing will go wrong. I promise you that. And don't just take it from me. Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired Magazine. It's even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex. That's helixsleep.com/gaysex. This is our best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
I mean, something that I took away from this scenario is that this person who has a boyfriend, their mother was riding hard for them to forget about that boyfriend. So maybe
that's true. That's very
there.
Interesting. That's quite some tea. That's quite
an interesting layer.
Involved. That is a big. Must be a.
Wait, what's the layer?
Bad.
Well, this person has a boyfriend who they're monogamous with, yet their mother is trying to seduce comics.
There's so much happening.
Hook up with them. Yeah. So there's layers here.
Must not have ever came around for picnics.
Yeah.
Maybe the mom doesn't like him.
Yeah, didn't bring an appetizer to Christmas dinner or something. Like that guy sucks. I don't know.
Yeah, bring a fruit cake.
Okay, wow. Because I was going to present this information differently. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not going to say which staff member mentioned this to me, but one staff member was very eager for me to pass on the information to you that they were willing to be a fluffer.
Wait, which one? Can we believe it? Our was queer. She was cute too. I thought I was getting a vibe from her.
There's more to that too,
but she's getting a divorce.
Oh my land!
She was getting a divorce that day. That day she was getting a divorce, and she was back there. Like, I don't think she cared. It could have been you. It could have been me. She could have fucked the mom. She was just interested. She was interested in being included.
She just needed to get out. She just had enough.
Yes.
Oh, I liked our server so much. She was so sweet, and what a wingman she was.
Yeah, she was the best.
Well, server, I would have fucked you too.
I know. She would. I think she would have been. She would have been down. Also, she said she exchanged information with Straight as well. So
they became friends.
So I think that they're like besties, which I love.
I know.
you're bringing this mystery city together, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. That's wild.
So we finish the show. Whenever I'm like, I can come off, I think, a little bit as aloof or maybe guarded. I hope not cold sometimes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta stop you there. Ash can come off as aloof.
What's your problem?
Ash, you are so polar opposite of aloof.
Yeah, I was about to say you come off as deranged.
Okay. Deranged is closer to the...
Can I finish the sentence?
Okay.
If I meet a girl
If
at a
aloof
show,
was on caffeine and cocaine.
why is everyone
I didn't
saying I'm on
finish the
cocaine?
Because you're not aloof.
When I meet a girl at a show, I'm not gonna heavily flirt in front of people. I'm gonna maintain some distance. You know,
Namely a mom's worth.
It's
Mom's worth of
I make room
distance.
for the Holy Ghost when parents are around. So this story is so epic. I'm so glad it happened this way, honestly. Okay.
This is something.
So, we're walking around the venue, but I'm not flirting with her in front of my coworkers who now know every single one of them. I'm about to go fuck this woman.
Everyone in this venue knows that Ash is about to go fuck this person. Like, I promise you, every person in this venue is aware.
This is the most unprofessional thing I've ever done.
That's kind of like when the king and the queen must, like, after the wedding go off to fornicate.
Yes, everyone's
everyone
knowing
must
what's going
witness.
down. Well, because Ash was doing her part spreading the good word in the venue to the staff to make sure that all the doors were barricaded. And then the straight girl, she was in the bathroom spreading the word to everyone who was about to come in to watch our show. So, the combo of the two, it was spreading like wildfire. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
That's power.
Sorry, I'm just fretting. I'm fretting over my personal safety.
Fretting, yeah.
Okay, so oh boy, oh boy. Boy. So I bring this girl up to my hotel room, which is extremely close, nearby. And
I was like 5 rooms down, by the way. I ordered 2 large pizzas.
Hell yeah.
And there was a point where I went down to pick it up from the delivery driver, and I thought, I swear to God, if this is the same time that this person gets in the elevator to leave, I'm just going to cry in front of them. I don't want to be seen like this.
did you feel victorious? Did you have a post-show glow?
Yeah, I had like a bit of an adrenaline rush, so then I was just kind of like laying there staring at the ceiling. And then I was like, I should order a pizza. And then I accidentally ordered 2. I tried to order 1, and I guess it like accidentally doubled.
I accidentally ordered 2 as well, Bree. So we've all been there.
Yeah. So I sent Ash a picture. I was like, I'm having a very different night than you are. I think it was just me on my bed with a large pizza.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I bring this girl up. We're sitting on the bed, fully clothed, not touching. Okay?
Yeah.
Because again, I'm very sensitive to what's going on here, although I don't have the information that you are privy to.
Right.
She then delivers this information. Okay. So we're sitting there, we're chatting. She's so, did you look at her?
Yeah.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah, she is beautiful. She is.
And she's smart.
Yeah.
And she's fluent in another language. And she spoke it to me. And that's such a thing for me, dude. That's such a thing.
Okay.
So she's really smart. She's very accomplished.
She's saying things I don't understand in different
She's saying
languages.
things. She's insulting me in another language. And then I think the first thing she said to me was, look, I don't want to lead you on because, you know, I said, I understand what you're saying in the green room, but I actually do feel differently. You know, I am straight and I have a boyfriend.
So Ash just like threw out the window and speed dialed straight queer. Available queer. She got on the radio with security and said, send up available queer. I'm like,
mission abort. You called the whole staff. Mission abort.
I was like, now I don't know how you guys feel about this, but the way I feel about if someone has a partner and they are talking to a comedian who has just said to them, I am attracted to you. Are you attracted to me? Do you want to hang out after the show?
Right.
But I feel distinctly that this is a you issue. Like, I'm not responsible for your boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where do you guys stand on that? A lot of people would be really angry at me for having that point of view.
I think that's fair. I mean, she went to the bedroom with you.
Yeah.
That's a pretty, I mean, you laid out all your intentions.
Yeah.
I think. So I feel like at that point.
The time to tell me you have a boyfriend was in the fucking green room.
Yeah, I agree.
I also just think that, like, she's a grown adult despite having a guardian present.
Despite the chaperone. She is a very much grown adult.
And you have been clear that you wanted this to be a romantic hangout. She did her due diligence with her boyfriend, to which she disregarded and carried on regardless. And then, you know, at that point, what are you supposed to do?
Well, there are some people that would be like, hey, I can't. I'm sorry. There are some people with, frankly, I wouldn't say more morals, but probably more integrity. And but I don't have that level of integrity.
Oh, you're talking about yourself.
Yes.
I don't know. You're not the one who's in a monogamous relationship where it's not your job to, you know, police other people's relationship dynamics. Like, you and Jen have decided what works for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, like, it's for her to decide what works with her partners, you know?
Yeah. That's kind of the way that I feel about it. I think there are some people who wouldn't. I'm just putting that out there. And the people who wouldn't, you don't always know. So good luck out there.
Yeah. I also think that the people that wouldn't maybe aren't doing it for, like, being a good person with integrity. I think they're doing it more because they don't want the mess.
Yeah.
Now, let me be clear. I am also looking to not be shot.
Yeah.
I don't want to be murdered. I don't want to be murdered.
Yeah.
And there are times where I've been in this situation where I thought, you know what? This feels like I might get murdered. So I don't do it. It did not, the way she presented the information to me, it did not feel that way.
Right.
I was not psyched.
Yes.
And she was like, I'm sorry. And then there was about a 5-minute dance of me being like,
oh, sorry. I thought you meant an actual dance. I was picturing you guys being like, well, shall we dance?
We proceeded to do the foxtrot.
I thought the same.
Well, we can't fuck, so we might as well dance. So I said, listen, I'm getting a little bit of mixed signals. And she was like, and that is because I am giving you mixed signals.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not really clear, like, where they're at, but she doesn't feel super comfortable, like, hooking up, and she's not really sure what she wants to do. So now I'm in a weird position. Yes, Bree, I know. Annoying as fuck. The long story short is the active queer is still texting me, and I don't know what to do about that.
You've got to go back. Yeah, you got to go back to the mystery city.
One of the 9 Canadian cities I visited recently.
Yeah.
Or you could go baller mode and fly. You could start flying chicks out to places.
If Jen's here, why am I doing that? Jen is the greatest.
Well, not to New York, but like.
Oh, yeah. I've done that.
I've done
And on that note, thank you so much for listening, everybody. I have a meeting that I have to run to right now. So, Bree, plug your stuff, please. And all the incentivizing behind that text alert.
Yeah. So if you want to get on my text list, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find everything at Breanne Williamson.
Thank you, Bree. I think this was the most perfect hour of podcasting we've ever done. Listener, please know that I tried my best. And you have flaws as well, listener. Don't forget about the mistakes you've made and haven't aired on a podcast.
What a nice way to end it. Remember all your mistakes, listener.
Listener, think back on the questionable things that you have done.
And sleep well this evening.
Greatest episode of all time. This is it. This is GOAT episode. Thank you for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. AshleyGavin.com to get on the text alert or the email alert for your city. Patreon.com/WHGS. Gay thoughts. What are the gayest jobs? We can segregate them however we want. I'm going to throw out there a few out there. Barista is the most non-binary or lesbian job. Okay? Barista, we've got that up there. Firefighter, super lesbian job. Okay? Very lesbian. Alex.
Podcast producer for a gay podcast.
Yeah, podcast producer, super
Straight
gay.
job.
Oh. Well, listener, write in. Let's make this a comment-based one. Gayest jobs can be transist? That sounds like someone against transiest. What are the transiest jobs, the gayest jobs, the most lesbian job, lesbianist jobs, most non-binary job, most non-binariest jobs? Write in, let us know. I think comedian is sort of a lesbian job. I'm not going to lie.
Lay it down. Let them know why.
Well, I think we are disproportionately successful among female comedians. Wanda Sykes, Rosie O'Donnell.
That's true.
Ellen, obviously. I could go on and on. Judy Gold, Jessica Kirson. I mean, Ashley Gavin. We fucking kill it. We kill it.
It's not about being funny. It's about liking pussy.
That's what it's about. And that's why men
the comedian
are
creed.
so good at comedy. They're so good at it. All right. Well, write in. Let us know your lesbian job or your gay job or whatever it is you want.